in the heart of the ancient oak grove, where time itself seemed to weave through the leaves like a tapestry, the kin gathered, their connection to the land pulsating with every heartbeat. The atmosphere was thick with a profound awareness, as if the trees themselves awaited the communion of ancient souls. Krysti Templar, a vision of ethereal grace with ebony hair, cascading like liquid night, led the way. Synth Celtic, the orange-golden elven fairy with dragonfly wings, followed closely. Mia, the alchemist, felt the energy of the grove with every step, her hands already tingling with the anticipation of alchemical transformations. Aurora, the crystal warrior, Banjeer, the engineering prodigy, and Mel, the seraphic caller of phoenix and dolphin energies, formed a circle of diverse talents. Boo and Peppers, the canine companions, stood vigilant, their senses attuned to the unseen energies that flowed through the grove. The air was alive with whispers, and the kin felt the presence of the druids, ancient beings who guarded the sacred essence of the trees. As the kin stepped into a clearing bathed in dappled sunlight, the druids materialized, their forms emerging from the very bark of the trees. These beings, whose existence was woven into the fabric of the ancient oaks, bore faces weathered by time, eyes that held the reflections of countless seasons. The leader of the druids, a figure draped in moss and leaves, raised a hand in silent acknowledgement. Welcome, kin of the realm. The grove senses your presence, and we are ready to commune with the energies that bind us all. Krysti, with her link to the white dragonkin, emanated a soft light that seemed to harmonize with the forest's own glow. Synth, her wings catching the sunlight, created a shimmering dance of colors around her. Mia, the alchemist, knelt before a cluster of ferns, her fingers dancing over the leaves, coaxing life into them with an alchemical touch. Aurora, attuned to the crystals she bore, scattered them on the ground. Each crystal found its own place, resonating with the roots of the ancient oaks. Banjeer, in his element, examined the surroundings with an engineer's eye, detecting subtle energies that whispered through the grove. Mel, the seraphic caller, closed her eyes, entering a state of deep connection. With a whispered invocation, the phoenix and dolphin energies answered her call, swirling around her in a dance of golden fire and liquid grace. The druids joined in a chant, a melodic hymn that echoed through the clearing. The kin, immersed in the energies, felt a profound connection to the very essence of the trees. Mia's elixirs pulsed with life, as if the roots and flowers themselves sang in harmony. Boo and Peppers, sensing the convergence of energies, howled in unison, their voices joining the symphony of the grove. The ancient oak, the masculine embodiment of tribal power, seemed to nod in approval, leaves rustling like an applause from nature itself. As the druids and the kin continued their communion, the grove responded. Roots stirred beneath the soil, leaves rustled in agreement, and a gentle breeze carried the whispers of gratitude. The clearing bathed in a soft, iridescent glow, a testament to the harmonious convergence of ancient forces. The leader of the druids, eyes aglow with ancient wisdom, spoke. You, kin of the realm, have woven a tapestry of unity with the trees. The grove sings with joy, and your gifts are now entwined with the very essence of this sacred place. The kin, humbled and empowered, left the grove with a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The druids, their forms merging back into the bark, watched as the kin ventured forth, their footsteps echoing the harmonies of a grove forever changed by the convergence of nature and magic.